No more New Year's resolutions. I want to talk to you about something greater than New Year's resolution day. I want to talk to you about basically about how to screw up your life with a crazy idea. That's basically the plan, what we're going to talk about this morning. A couple years ago, I had a crazy idea that radically changed my life. My parents are here. My mom's right here holding the baby. My grandma's here. My dad's in the back. I think he's got a scorecard. He used to be a preacher, so I think he's got a scorecard like introduction 5, first point 8, second point -3. My dad, if you've been a part of the Experience, yeah, no pressure. Been a part of the Experience family for a couple years, you know that a little while back my dad had quintuple bypass surgery. And just a little bit after Joss was born, and we drove to Texas. Learned a few important lessons on the way to Texas. One of those lessons is if you have a toddler, do not keep the chips anywhere near the car seat. A big bag of barbecued potato chips that she dumped into her lap and proceeded to eat. We suddenly realized the back seat had been quite quiet for a while. Looked back, and here she was covered into the diapers with potato chips, barbecue potato chips, which for a young child was not as favorable on her digestive system as it might be for you and I, and she had a little tummy ache that day. But we went down for my dad's surgery, and on the way back, I got a 10, yes! Okay. Wow. What have I unleashed? As we came back, I started thinking about myself, and as you may guess by looking at me, I have never been what you would call a jock. At all. You can laugh at that point. It's kind of funny to even think about the concept. And they're like, y'all look like, can we laugh? Because that could be insulting, but no, he doesn't look like a jock at all. I've been a drama nerd, I've been a techie nerd, I've been a computer nerd, I've been a Bible nerd. That was scary. But I've never been a sports guy. Some of you young guys here, sports, football, you're there, basketball. When I was in high school, I went to a fairly small high school. And I played football about twice. Once was on our class trip on the beach where I got depantsed. The other time was when we were intramurals playing other grades and they needed another guy and I was big and could stand there, and that was basically my job, stand there and try to hit someone. So after my dad's surgery, I said, I need to start trying to take care of myself. I need to try to start taking care of my body a little bit better, try to get myself in some better condition because I don't want what he just had because it didn't look a lot of fun. And so I had this crazy idea, which was to ride a bike for 300 miles. Yeah. See, when you have a crazy idea, sometimes it's better to not think about it. Just have the idea and go with it. So, I wish that my friend Jerry Woods was still here so that I could mock him in person. But I talked Jerry into doing this. Jerry was a morning show co-host at KTSY till just a little bit ago. I talked him into coming on this ride with me. And I remember Sarah and Daniel, they came to become the first service usually. Sarah sings up front in this praise team, but just had a baby. So it's taking some time out. You may know who they are. If you know Daniel, he's an avid biker, and I was frightened to death to ride with the man. And I remember they talked me into, and it was basically like I was going to be rude if I said no anymore to riding with them. They came over to my house, and Jerry and I went riding with them, and I wish we had video because it was comedy. We were such novice bikers. Horribly novice bikers. Jerry had just bought recently a new bike that he was incredibly proud of. He had bought this bike. It was a great bike. He was positive that this was probably one of the best bikes in the world. If you know Jerry, he's an all-or-nothing kind of guy. So he bought the bike. It was a good bike. And he bought it from one of the finest retailers of cycles in the valley. Walmart. Absolutely. He was trying to steal my joke. But I'm not lying. It was Walmart. It was a mountain bike with a shock. We were going on a road ride. And it was great because if you're a cyclist, you understand this. You want your seat to be fairly high because you want a full leg extension to get all the power out of your leg when you're cycling. his seat would not go high. He has longer legs than I do, and he got on that bike and was kicking himself in the chin with his knees as he took off. And Jerry, being the kind of competitive guy that he is, I really hope he listens to this on podcast, because otherwise I'm going to feel bad for talking about guy's bike. He took off out of our house like he was trying to beat Daniel. Uh-oh. With knees.